Hello to Mission Road. How are you both today?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. Happy to be here.
Happy. Thank you. Let me chat to you both today. So, can you tell me roughly how did Mission Road get your group's name?
Mission Road, the name came from a street that I was living on when Elliot and I started working together. And so when we were trying to figure out a duo name, he wanted to name us something goofy like Simon and Alexander, and I just wasn't having it. I wanted something to be a little like, newer, kind of exciting. And the name Mission Road popped up, and I'm like, hey, we are on a mission, and let's just do it. It's a long road ahead.
Our road, yeah.
Yeah.
And Mission Road runs right along the Shenandoah River. Right now, we're up on a mountain ridge in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, right along the Shenandoah River. You know, like the John Denver song. It describes exactly where we're at right now.
Country road, take me home.
Yeah, that's a great song. So, what was it like going to the recording studio to record your debut single called "All I Want to Say"?
Oh my. Yeah, that was really quite an experience. In fact, we were in the studio last night working on some new stuff. We're going to be putting out an EP soon. But yeah, all I want to say, that recording kind of evolved. It stretched out over several weeks. And actually, the drummer at the time that we had, his name was Mike Farr. He came up with a drum beat that kind of took me by surprise. It took me a little while to get used to it, but eventually I came to love it, and I think it's kind of one of the things that drives that recording is that drum part that Mike came up with.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
it was exciting though for me as the vocalist. That was one of the first songs that I had laid vocals out in a studio all together. So the whole learning experience for that was. Actually, I think this song specifically helped me become the singer that I am today because that it's such a difficult vocal.
I'd forgotten that. That's probably the first song you ever recorded in a bona fide real recording studio.
Yeah.
Wow. That's quite a nice memory. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So, what was it like to record your debut album, also named as "All I Want to Say"?
The album, are you talking about the album? The album is titled All I Want to Say, and there are 13 tracks on it.
And we called it All I Want to Say because we decided that was going to be the first recording on the album. And I'm a songwriter, so there are 10 of my songs on that album. We 3 of the tracks are covers. We can talk about that if you'd like. But for me, it was the perfect debut album title because it's all I want to say. I mean, these songs,
they're all different stories.
Yeah. So, and for a while there, I thought they weren't going to see the light of day because I wrote them a little while ago, and when Christina came along, I thought to myself, because we met in a church in Northern Virginia. When Christina came along, I thought to myself, what a perfect voice for these songs that I'd written. And she came over to my rehearsal studio, and we started playing music together. And as they say, magic happened, and here we are.
But yeah, those songs are very personal. Whenever anybody listens to a song from Mission Road, it's kind of like pages out of a journal, out of a diary. They're very emotional, and there's a lot of details in there, but they're also up for interpretation. So,
yeah, they're very personal to me, and I'm glad they became very personal to you.
Yes.
So, can you tell me more about the single that was called "Going Through the Motions"?
Yes.
That's been like one of our biggest songs up to date.
And that was one of the key songs with regard to Christina and working with her, because I had tried to find, I had written the song then I decided it's really a better song to be sung from a female perspective. So I adjusted some of the lyrics, and then and I tried to find somebody to sing it, to do maybe even just a demo of it. And Christina came along, and that was the second single that we put out, and it's actually being re-released. When we go down to Nashville, the party that the release party we're having is for that song, and it's going to be released through a small Nashville label called MC1, because the album has been released on my label, and so we're really excited about that, and it's going to have access to some major distribution channels. You know, one of the major labels is going to be helping with the distribution of it. So we're very excited about that.
So, can you tell me more about your latest single called "Take My Hand"?
I'll give that one to you.
I can't speak on behalf of the songwriter. However, I can speak on the song as the way I feel it. And when I went through a very dark time about 5-6 years ago, very, very dark time.
Me too, by the way.
And so this song is basically telling my story about how I wasn't sure that I could make it anymore. And the Lord gave me his hand, and he dragged me up out of the darkness, and brought music into my life again, and brought Elliot into my life, and had changed everything about my life. So it's basically like, take my hand and I'll follow you.
I had written it because I lost somebody that was very important to me, and I was feeling really down. So the song just sort of sprang forth, and again, it sat for a couple of years before having taken new life, which Christina's breathed new life into all of the songs that I've written.
One of the things, like, as amazing as a songwriter you are, he never tells me how to be an artist. So I will have my own spin, sometimes even on the lyric. I will sing things and deliver them maybe differently than what he thought it should be delivered. But he never tells me, I don't like this, or don't try that. He just lets me feel it, internalize it, and then deliver it naturally. So I appreciate that.
That's the artistic process. And you have your role, I have my role. And fortunately, we work so well together.
We do, actually.
Makes a great team, I guess.
Exactly.
Yes. I wouldn't want to be in this business with anybody else.
So you're a duo, but you also got a part of a band, don't you? Because some other members joined you.
We have a drummer. Drummers are
they're a rare breed.
Very hard to come by. Yeah.
They, pardon the expression, but they march to the beat of a different drum. We've gone through a few of them, and we finally think we found the perfect drummer for us. His name is Drew Broom, and he is quite a drummer. And we're getting great reactions from him. And we have a bass player who's been with us for almost the entire duration. We've been performing together now. What is it? Our first gig was in September.
It's going on 5 years.
No, it's going on 4 years. It's September. It'll be 4 years since our first gig. But, we did some private parties before that. And,
it's been 4.5 years that we've been.
That's about right. Yeah. So, we have a host of pedal steel players that we do.
We don't need to discuss all of that.
Yeah.
Pedal steel players pluck their own strings.
Yeah.
The reality is that it's really easy for Elliot and I to keep our duo together and to stay strong because we're both committed. We're both driven. We work very well together. He has his jobs. I have my jobs. whether it's behind the scenes or at a performance, and we don't interfere with each other's jobs. He knows I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I know he's doing what he's supposed to do. But when you involve other band members, it becomes difficult because there are some people that don't like to be told, like, listen, your drumming is off a little bit, or scheduling conflicts. It's really difficult to keep a band together, but we have been very successful at keeping our band happy.
Yeah, well, the rhythm section was you and I are a self-contained unit with the keyboard and you, and I sing background.
And I play percussion.
So, yeah, you play a mean tambourine. That was a good part you laid down last night.
Thank you.
So, and now we have what we consider to be a permanent rhythm section with the bass and the drums. So, we're really blessed that way, and we're really happy with the way we're progressing musically.
So, are you working on any new music?
Are we going to release new music?
Yeah.
Yes, we're
Yeah, so we are finishing up an EP right now. So I'm sure Kayden is going to be telling you all about like our new songs that are going to be rolling out. We have 5 songs that are going to be rolling out soon. Mm-hmm. And thank you, Kayden Gordon, for setting everything up with Ruben. We appreciate you.
Yeah, this is very nice.
We got there eventually. So to talk about Kayden. So this one I'm not quite sure about. Is Kayden your promoter?
Yes. In fact, one of the songs on our album, Used to Drink Whiskey, is kind of what brought Kayden and us together, because it was up on Facebook and it had gotten 10,000 views, the recording that we put up on Facebook. So one of them was one of Kayden's clients, and he referred us to Kayden, and the rest there, again, as you say, is history, or as I say, is history.
Kayden does a great job.
Mm-hmm. So, what's it like to be a signed artist?
What's it like to be an artist?
A signed artist, yeah.
A signed artist?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I see. Yeah, that's an interesting question.
Well, it kind of, for me, it's like, is this real life? Because, first, Elliot has his own label. So I was signed with Elliot's label, and then you explain it, and then how,
the contractual arrangements are quite boring. Because we are Mission Road, and Mission Road is signed to my label, but the production, it's really, a label is a production company. So we're doing a joint venture with a label in Nashville. We liked what we see so far, because it means that we can still maintain our being independent artists. So and so you get the best of both worlds. We're going to get major label distribution and yet maintain our independence. Easy for me to say.
Yes. And I kind of like being an indie because nobody can tell me what to do.
Nobody can tell you what to do. I know that from experience.
You try once in a while.
I guess you got the both roles, I guess, being signed and being independent, which is quite good.
Yes, and I kind of grew up in the music business because my dad was a songwriter, so I got the feel of how the business side of it works through him, and that's held us in good stead. If you deal in good faith on a business level, then everything from there goes very well. So. We really want to focus on the music part. The business part is important, but it's not the reason why we're in it.
I want to spend my time performing, being on stage, having our music touch other people's lives. I don't want to be behind a computer all day. And a lot of people don't realize that the behind the scenes work is massive compared to what you see on stage. So, some people are like, oh, it must be nice to be a musician. You don't have to work. they have no idea how many hours go into running a business, because we have a business and we run it, probably 80 hours a week, not counting the weekends of performing. So it's
actually the thing that takes up the most time is getting the bookings, because we want to be constantly playing, constantly in front of people, and that's really what we love. We love the recording process too, but really the best part of being a musician is playing in front of real live people.
If I could be in the studio like part-time and be on stage part-time, I would be so happy, because so many creative things come out while I'm performing on stage, but so many different creative things come out when I'm in the recording booth. So it's just the best of both worlds.
There's that phrase again.
Yeah, happy place in the studio and doing gigging and what else. So, what's it like winning awards?
Wow. Well, first of all, they're always totally unexpected. I'm not a cocky person. So whenever I win an award or we win an award for something, I'm like, what? Are you sure? Like, did they make a mistake? Because I'm very humble. And so I feel like, holy crap. It just takes me by surprise. And so when we got our first award at the ISSA award ceremony last August, I was so shocked that I literally tripped on my ball gown with my big spiky heels and almost fell flat on my face in the aisle. Elliot caught me, and he helped walk me up the aisle and onto the stage. It's just mind-blowing.
Yeah, that one was really unexpected. It was our first important award at ISSA. We're up for 6 ISSA awards this year and 2 Josies. And along the way, I picked up some top 10 acknowledgments from World Songwriter Awards and, the Elite Music Awards. We've gotten a couple of those.
And, I was named female vocalist of the year from Keith Bradford, who is absolutely incredible. To get an award like that from Keith is another unbelievable moment. He was Kitty Wells' music director. I mean, the Kitty Wells, classic country, a woman that had started all of this for us to follow. And so when you get an award like that from somebody like him, it's like, wow. He got piano player of the year from Keith.
But actually, I thought it was a national broadcasting.
It still came from Keith.
Yeah, he's the one who presented it to us.
So, for my listeners, can you tell me what's about Nashville?
Wow, Nashville is actually, if you're a songwriter like me, Nashville is the center of the universe. Songwriting is still happening because, to be honest with you, I'm not all that thrilled with pop music today and top 40 radio. The songs are kind of they sound so similar to each other.
Yeah, every song sounds the same. All of the instruments sound the same. That's one thing that's very unique about Elliot and I, is that he used to be a folkie. I'm sure he's still folkie in heart. But
I used to play clubs in Greenwich Village.
But he has all kinds of musical influences in his songwriting. So no melody that you hear us do, you're going to hear anybody else do. He's like creating original melodies, and it's freaking amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. As if I don't compliment you enough.
Hey, when you're in this endeavor, you can never get enough compliments.
That's right.
I compliment you too. Your vocals. When I first started working with her, I could tell she had a great voice, but now over the years, she's really worked hard, and I'm amazed at how she sounds.
Thank you.
So happy.
So, have you got any upcoming gigs you want to promote?
Okay, well, tomorrow we're playing at the Tony Saylor Concert Series in Martinsburg, West Virginia.
We are an opening act for
Another local band, was it the Darlington Band, I think?
Chris Darlington, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we're playing there, and there's a whole bunch of gigs that we have.
Yeah, so next Thursday we have our first actual ever single release party for the song Take My Hand, which we talked about a couple of minutes ago.
And that's in Charlestown, West Virginia?
Yes.
That's also kind of a re-release, because we did a remix and a remaster on that. Then we're re-releasing it because I think it sounds better now. And then what was that on the 27th, where we're doing an appearance at the Alabama Music Awards.
Yes.
On the 31st, we're in Nashville at the Millennium House. And then
that is also a single release party for our song Going Through the Motions, which is technically being remastered as well, correct?
It is, yes. That's being remastered by a major label. And I'm really curious to see how that comes out. Because we love the production we're getting. We've been recording in a studio in Martinsburg, West Virginia called Creative Age. And Joe, who is the engineer there, me as the producer of the tracks, he's so great to work with. And he does live sound for major acts that come into Charlestown and play over at the Hollywood. And so he's just I mean, he's a gem.
He is, and he's so easy to get along with, and he will offer his opinion. We don't have to always take it, but normally what he offers is pretty good.
Yeah, he's got a lot of experience.
I told Elliot, I told Joe too, I said, heck, if we ever did get signed as a major artist, I would still want to record in your studio. I mean, you know, the major labels can remaster it however they want, but there's such beautiful quality and creativity that comes out of his studio.
And he's a heck of a guitar player.
Oh, yeah.
The song on the album, I'm Holding On, he did the guitar work there. And by the way, that song is now number 66 on a national chart, the Media Base Activator chart, which is actually top 40 format, and we're really a country band. And it's number 66 on that chart.
And that's the chart that Billboard uses to pull their stats.
Media Base provides data for a lot of the other charting services.
So finally, can you tell my listeners where can find you on your social media?
Yeah, so we have a TikTok, a Facebook, and an Instagram, and a Twitter that is neglected.
That's my job. I can't keep up with it.
And we have YouTube, and you can find us at Mission Road Duo. We have a website that is missionroadmusic.com, and they can stream our album, our current album, and some of the new stuff coming up from Apple Music or Spotify, Deezer, iHeartRadio, wherever they listen to their music.
And you can find all of our social media at linktr.com/Mission Road Duo.
Finny, let me chat to you both today.
Wonderful being with you too. You ask very interesting questions, and I love that.
And I love that, like, you just sit back and you relax and you're just taking it all in. It's great. Thank you for having us.
And we love your accent.
Yes.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
You too.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.